take him on early. You know, attack him early, get rid of his stuff, break his power early on. The fact that he hasn't even taken all of Novgorod yet might actually be good for us, you know? So perhaps we see how Kazan, how that plays out. Muscovy's pretty strong militarily, but the opportunity may come where we can invade Muscovy while he's at war with shit tons of people and siege down his country really fast. He's pretty good at warfare, you know. His ideas and stuff allow him to be pretty good. But, I mean, if Muscovy is fighting, say, a true front war against Novgorod and Kazan at the same time, and maybe his vassals are disloyal, the opportunity may come where we might be able to attack Muscovy. In fact, his vassals are actually kind of disloyal. Some of them are anyway. Not all of them, but some of them. You can right-click, obviously, on any one of his vassals and see how they feel.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, so 43.3% for Piskov, and okay, yeah, I see that now.
Once he gets above 50, we're gonna be able to support his independence. And if we support Piskov's independence, the rest of the vassals will become disloyal as well, because they have our support to break free. So that may be something we want to do, depending on how Muscovy feels about things.
Okay.
Now, Muscovy does have a claim against us, so he may actually even attack us. We won't even have to attack him. We'll see what happens. Go ahead and convert. Oh, what's up?
Yeah, time to convert.
go ahead and pick something else. Yeah.
Just going on after Anguillus.
Cool.
All right, there's that one. Also, our Kors and Yelits and Tula are finished.
Oh, yep. And then we're going to be finishing up Verona's. Yep.
Yep.
Looks like we may get some Great Horde rebels. Ryazanian rebels for sure. There's a couple others that we can probably put to bed. Chernihiv rebels, Smolenskian separatists, and then Orthodox zealots. I think those guys will go away. I think most of them will go away. Yeah.
So is there anything we need to do now to maybe stop that?
Not right now, but if it gets a little more, if the percent of rebellion gets a little higher, then we'll take a look at it. But I think for now, I think we're okay. Yeah.
Okay.
We have a lot of money. We've got 500 ducats in the bank with no army maintenance. And there's a few things we can do right now in peace. We can either build more troops, and obviously our military maintenance is low, so we would not be paying for you know, full troops right now. We could do that later. We could either build more troops or we can build some structures, particularly in like our capital. If we build a couple structures there, ooh, we're gonna get Ryazanian separatists. Go ahead and raise army maintenance.
Okay. Full?
Yep.
Okay.
And we're gonna move those men to Kursk. Actually, go ahead and move them to Poltava.
To where?
Poltava? Poltava?
Where is that?
It's right south of Kursk, yeah.
Yeah, got him.
So once the rebels rise up, we'll go and attack them. Probably.
All right.
Okay. So yeah, we can make a few choices. We can either, you know, build some more troops, build some structures. What do you think would be a good idea right now?
Let's see. I see our missions thing popped up. I want to see if there's anything with that, but I guess not.
Yeah. You can improve relations with the Livonian Order if you wanted to. I mean, there's not like a huge benefit that comes out of that, but you could.
Okay. Well, our manpower is kind of just capped out, just about.
Yep.
So maybe a good idea to go ahead and try to
Get some troops.
new troops. Yeah.
Let's go and take a look at our production interface.
Okay.
Let's go to the land units. And at the bottom of the interface, you can see what's our force limit. We have 20,000 men, and we can support 31.
Okay.
And so we could probably just grab 11 infantry as just a reserve force if we need them for something. Or we could maybe get, like, say, 4 infantry or 7 infantry, 4 cavalry. Because cavalry are always good. The thing is cavalry are expensive. Cavalry are very, very expensive. So it's your choice. We could either just grab some infantry as a reserve force, put them somewhere. We don't really need them right now at this very moment. Or we could do, say, 7 infantry, 4 cavalry, which is a much more stronger force, but it's expensive.
Well, didn't you say we need to use have a 80-20% between
That's
them?
right.
So
That's right.
what about 8 infantry, 2 cavalry?
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. The question is, though, there's something called combat width. As the game advances on in time, your combat width is going to increase. Right now, the combat width is 20. And we have our stack in Poltava. That's a full army. That's 20,000 men. 16 infantry, 4 cavalry. So we could grab more cavalry. But say 8 infantry, 2 cavalry. But would we ever fight with that army just like that on its own?
Probably not.
No, because it's not full combat width.
Right.
Preferably, you would not want to fight unless you have an army in full combat width, because your combat width allows you to encircle enemy troops. So, if we were ever to fight, it would probably be with the army in Poltava rather than this new army that we're building. So if you want to keep cavalry in reserve, you can, but
right.
You know, it might be better just to grab a few infantry and put them where we need them if the time comes to that. Say if Muscovy declares a random war against us, well, at least we have not only a force of 16,000 infantry, 4 cavalry, but we also have a force of an additional 11 infantry as a reserve to put where we need them.
So kind of like sitting on top of rebellions and stuff. Then
yeah, that could be or some random event gives us peasant rebels, and it's like, ah, shit, I don't want to move my troops all the way over there to the side of the country. We just have some troops sitting around.
Gotcha. Okay.
So go ahead and train up, if you want, 11 infantry, wherever you'd like.
Just all over the place?
All over the place. They take, I believe, 60 days to train? 57 days. Yep.
Depending on where you're at, yeah.
Okay, that's it.
All right, yep.
And so I want to teach you about rebellions. Let's come over here to Tula.
All right.
And there's on the left, under your tax and production and income, unrest. Do you see that?
Yeah, I got it.
And what's our unrest right now?
12.7.
And do you see our autonomy, 75%?
Yeah.
If you want to reduce unrest in a province, you can give them autonomy. Makes the province worthless, but you don't have to spend troops on a rebellion. Do you remember states and territories?
Yeah.
Tula is a territory, which means that it has a floor autonomy of 75%. It can't go lower than that unless we do additional work to centralize our government there. And considering Tula is kind of insignificant, I don't think we're going to make Tula into a state anytime soon. So if you wanted to just avoid a rebellion, you could just raise autonomy, put a few troops there, and you're not going to see any rebels anymore. Or you just crush the rebels. It's your call.
How many rebels are gonna pop up here? Do we know?
You do. Go ahead and go up to where the red flag is. It says Rebel Uprising.
Okay.
And then go down to Rebels and Possible Rebels. And it will tell you for each faction how many troops are expected to rise up.
Okay, so for these Ryazanian separatists, we're gonna get 8,000. Is that right?
That's right.
Oh, and actually, does it tell us exactly where they're gonna come out to?
Yep. And Tula.
It's like a
yeah.
right. So just to go on that piece of, I'm just looking at the Great Horde. They'll have 11, but they'll pop out on Yelits or Verona. What is it? Put both of them down. I have no clue what
Yep.
it's.
So it's an equal chance of either rising up in Yelits or Veronas.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to
guess and hope we were right.
you can get rid of those Ryazanian separatists and not have to fight that 8,000. 8,000 is not that much. Or you can just fight the rebellion. It's up to you. But you got to remember, it's manpower and money that you're spending right there.
I don't know if we're gonna go to war right away, are we? And we're going. If we do, we go against Crimea. So
yeah, I don't think we're going to war anytime soon.
Yeah, so if that's the case, let's just spend the manpower. I mean, it's gonna come back.
Okay.
All right.
That's fine. That sounds good.
I put him on. Do I put him on Tula now, or do I wait?
Let's wait until the rebels rise up, or else we're gonna be taking some attrition because the supply limit in these territories is pretty shitty.
Oh, that's why we're in Okay, that's why I'm Poltava, because it's got a supply limit of 20. I can see when I hover on the province.
Yep.
Okay.
So let's come over to the technology screen, and we're gonna be getting some technologies pretty soon. Admin, Diplo, and military.
Okay.
And we could use our points to develop right now. If we wanted to get the Renaissance faster, we could develop. Or we just take the penalty for technology and take our technologies. I'm going to say right now, we take all these techs to get to level 5 on each. So we're going to go from 4 to 5 admin, 4 to 5 Diplo, and 4 to 5 military. And after that happens, we're also going to get an idea group. We'll discuss which idea group we should take. And then maybe we can develop somewhere in, our country to get the Renaissance institution, because I think it's going to take a while to get here from Italy.
Okay.
Let's see. I got to pop up the Fate of Burgundy. Do you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
So the Fate of Burgundy, this is actually a historical event. The Duke of Burgundy died historically, and territory went to France and the Holy Roman Emperor, who was Austria. And so, with no heir to inherit the throne, the death of the last ruler of Burgundy has plunged the country into internal turmoil and left the country vulnerable to intervention from powerful neighbors. We're going to get the Burgundian succession crisis. You can actually come over to where the Netherlands is, and Burgundy. Some territory went to France. Most of it went to the Castilians. So, okay. I guess Castile owns the Castilian Netherlands now. Cool. He probably had an alliance with Burgundy or something that allowed him to intervene to do that. Let us continue.
Looks like our 11,000 got all done.
Yep. I went ahead and merged them into our capital, Vilnius.
Okay.
Hey, Circassia just got bigger. Check that out. That's cool. And the Great Horde is fully occupied by Kazan. Interesting. Very interesting.
Is that all who they're against?
The Great Horde, you mean?
Yeah, they're just at war with Kazan and Great War. They're the only two fighting each other, I guess.
Yeah. So it's Kazan versus Great Horde. The thing is Nogai declared a separate war.
Oh, okay.
Nogai is actually at war with the Great Horde as well. Let's see. Twitch chat says, "Tell Brantman hi. Tell him it's from London. Glenn, he will know who I am."
Oh, that is.
All right. Cool. So we're getting Ryazanian and Great Horde Separatists. I think almost at the same time, actually. So let's go move some troops to Tula.
All right. Well, you already got them, I see.
Yep. And then we'll probably be fighting the Ryazanians or the Great Horde Separatists as well, so they'll pop up.
We'll just destroy them both.
Yep. Yeah, we'll take a little bit of attrition.
Can we tell how much attrition? Well,
yeah, you select the army.
Yeah, okay.
Where it says total strength, right under the leader name, it's got a skull. 3.8%.
Okay, I see it.
So we lose 3.8% of 20,000 every month as an attrition tick. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but that adds up actually pretty quick. So, because these rebels have not risen up just yet, why don't we go ahead and move the troops back to, yeah, we'll go to Kursk. We can take some technology. Go ahead and take it.
Okay, let me grab it. Looks like that's going to be our Diplo. Trade efficiency goes up.
Nice.
And naval maintenance goes up, though.
Yep. And now you can also see we have a ahead of time penalty, right? Because we're 7 years ahead of historically when this technology should be taken, or when the next technology should be taken.
Okay.
And that's going to be the same for admin and military as well. So when we take admin right now, and then military right now, we're going to be 7 years ahead on technology, which is basically free points. Ooh, there's the separatists.
Here they are.
Go ahead and merge up the troops and go to Tula.
Do I need to do anything like special with the both of them, or no?
No, you can just move them all together. You could,
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't need to do a merge.
You could if you want. That's fine. Ooh, we got also the Great Horde Separatists too.
Where?
Yeah, they rose up in Voronezh.
Right after I move. Okay, yeah, I'm just a little bit behind you.
There we go.
All right.
Go ahead and move. Let's actually attack that force. Yeah,
In Tula?
that's good.
Okay, yeah.
Let me actually merge them up for you.
All right.
And after that, you can go and attack the force in Voronezh.
We don't want to wait to replenish, or
No, yeah, because we don't really want the separatists to siege down too much territory.
okay.
Because you can actually see when they siege territory, you get extra separatism and unrest in the province.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you don't want separatists to take that land too much.
All right. So go ahead now, even though we need to get this land back, or what?
Yeah, go ahead and move against Voronezh. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you can see the battle. You can see the progress. We've got a large combat width, 3.4 morale, 0.7 tactics, 100% discipline. And the enemy has more discipline, but lower morale, way lower tactics. So we should do just fine. Should do just fine.
So I see like people moving between like that front row and the back row during the war. What's up with that?
That's just the way the AI deploys. It's kind of weird, but usually they're good about it. The cavalry will be on the flanks, the infantry in the center, but sometimes it gets a little weird. Okay.
Okay.
Now go ahead and siege down Voronezh, but you don't really need to keep that many troops there. Just over 1,000 men to siege down the province. You have to keep at least 1,000 or more. So go ahead and siege down Voronezh, and you can actually press your army on the siege. You can select them, and you can press the letter D, which will detach the minimal number of troops that you need, which allows you to have the rest go somewhere else. Yep.
Okay.
Just like that.
So we detach just enough for the siege, and then
We can use the army for other things.
yeah, okay. So I'll probably do that again here.
To not take too much attrition. Yeah, basically.
Right, and then go back to Kursk.
Basically.
All right, yeah, makes sense.
And I think we can even decrease army maintenance now. I don't think we need the troops at full maintenance.
Okay, yeah.
There's some Muscovite troops in our borders. You see that?
I see him up there.
Always keep an eye on them, because the AI knows when they're stronger than you, and they'll declare wars and stuff. He might actually be thinking about it, to be honest. He might be thinking about it. He's actually, if we right click on his country, we can actually see what his technology is.
Okay. Oh, the far right little column.
Yep. So he's got
435.
He's got 435, and we only have 454. So he has a military advantage against us. It's very bad.
Mm-hmm.
So
Does
we
he
will.
have claims?
Yes, he does actually. He's got claims on a few of our territories. You can actually right click on him, or no, you can left click on him, and if you're in the diplomatic map mode, you can actually see where he's claimed our territory.
Okay, yeah, so he's got Tula, he's got Yelits. And that looks like it's it, though.
That's right. So he could attack us if he wanted to for Tula and Yelits. He could. He could do it. It would not be out of the ordinary for him to do that. He's done it before. I've seen it.
So is there anything we can do to make it maybe get the best idea?
What's that?
Is there any way that we can maybe tell, like, make him think that's not a good idea? Or are we just kind of his...
Yeah,
will?
you can have... The AI takes a lot of things into consideration when you want to go to war. He takes into account military power as far as like how many troops you have in the field. He takes into account your manpower. He takes into account your technology and your forts. If you have, a lot of troops, a lot of manpower, a lot of money, a lot of forts, good technology, the AI won't declare against you unless he really, really thinks that he could win. Which here, I don't think is going to be too much of an issue because we also do have defensive alliances. We have an alliance with Poland, And potentially, if we ever get, Sweden independent or something, we could have even more alliances with people. People who hate Muscovy, preferably.
Right, okay.
In fact, let's go and right-click on Muscovy and tell me who his rivals are.
Let's see. His rivals are us, Kazan, and Austria.
That's right. So potentially, we could have an alliance with Kazan, and potentially we could even ally Austria, who's way over there in Germany. Austria is pretty strong. I wonder if he would want an alliance with us. Maybe, maybe not. Eh. Is it worth a shot? Yeah, it's up to you. It may be worth it. The real question, though, is would an alliance with Kazan be worth it?
Let's see, I mean, they're enemies of the Great Horde too. Maybe.
Maybe. If we wanted to keep Muscovy in his place, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. The hordes are not really great allies, but they can be numerous. They can be strong. So you never know. I would say if we were to get an alliance with Kazan and an alliance with Novgorod, and we already have our alliance with Poland, we would literally be boxing Muscovy in. And if we ever launched a war against him, dude, we could wreck this guy. Completely annihilate him. And it may be something to look into.
So we should look into making friends, is what I was about to say.
Possibly. I think so. Why don't we go ahead and let's go and improve relations with Novgorod and Kazan right now.
All right, let's do that. Relations improve. with Novgorod, and then Kazan improve. There we go. All right, there it goes.
And now we wait. Let's go over here to, let's go and select our country view.
Okay.
And let's go on over to our estates.
Our estates, the far top right. Okay.
Yep. We have 4 estates. Ooh, we finished conversion.
Of Egalis.
Yep. You can begin another conversion. I think Circassi is gonna be cool. 37 months.
Okay, yeah. I'll grab him. I was looking, we had a mission to do one that I noticed earlier, but there's no way to get him done right now.
Oh, so
we
yeah, it
shouldn't
might
take
take
it.
a while. Yeah, it might take a while. Yeah. Yeah, so let's take a look at the estates. We have 4 states. We have the burghers, the clergy, the Cossacks, and the Slachka, which is your nobility. And you can interact with these estates in various ways to get either, you know, benefits, or you can piss them off and they get mad at you. If we want some extra points, some extra monarch points, you can actually demand monarch points from your states. Holy shit. Check that out. Look
Great
at
horde getting neutered.
Look at who became independent again.
Oh, Ryazan. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yep.
Thinking what I'm thinking.
I think we gotta declare war on them. The thing is, we don't have a claim right now.
Won't take us long.
Let's go and come back. At this moment, let's come back from Novgorod and let's fabricate claims on Ryazan.
Okay. "13 days.
Yep. Like I said, for the estates, you can interact with them in various ways, and you can demand monarch points from them. Usually, that's what I find to be the best thing to do, is to demand monarch points. You can sometimes, like, get certain ministers, or something like that. Let's see. We have 2 free rivals. We can grab another rival. Guys expanding a little bit. We can grab another rival. We can make it Crimea, which might be something to do. Although we border Kazan now, so I don't know if we want to do that. You could rival Kazan if you wanted to, but I don't think we have any intention of attacking them right now. We could rival Muscovy, makes kind of some sense. Hungary's a rival to us, but I don't know if necessarily you'd want to indulge in that. I don't know, because Hungary, we really don't care about Hungary over here, because we're like really far in the east, so. I got an event here. Let me take a look real fast.
Saw Austria got the Renaissance. That's what I got.
I saw that too. Okay. Go ahead and fabricate claims on Ryazan, and hopefully quickly, because I think Muscovy might be gearing up for war. He might want that land for himself.
All right.
And go ahead and take our next military tech.
Okay, and yeah, there we go.
And we also now have a new unit type.
Okay.
Instead of Eastern Medieval Infantry, we now have Eastern Militia.
So we need to change that.
Yep. Oh no, Muscovy, no!
What do you do?
He declared for Ryazan. Shit, yeah, he's gonna get Ryazan then. That's unfortunate. Alright, I guess we can't take Ryazan then. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's alright though. It's okay.